And the first thing I always like to do is I tell our students, you know, I know you're a good person, and I know inside you have a black belt leader inside. And that's sort of the analogy we use for being a good person, being honest, always doing what's right. And right then and there, that reaffirms the goodness of the person to themselves. And it helps them to see that we all do things because we think that what we're doing is going to be best for us. And so when a child lies or is deceitful, they're not doing it to hurt you or to be evil. They're doing it because they honestly believe that is what's best. That will avoid the punishment, or that will avoid the humiliation, and that's what's best for them. And so when we're correcting something like that, we want to make sure that we do it in a way that says, we know you did what was best for you, but the choice you made was actually something that hurt you. So let me see if I can show you a different way to take on that same situation, which is going to be much better for you in the future. And then whatever the punishment is for whatever they did wrong, I think it's appropriate to tell them that because they lied, the punishment is now doubled. And this is important because it increases the consequences and makes lying even less of a profitable option. Okay, so Johnny, next time he's thinking about lying, he's going to think to himself, well, I've got a good chance of getting away with this, but if I get caught, I know my punishment will be double. And this is something to tell, you know, children up front so that they know ahead of time, and it just avoids lying and deception altogether. And it's very important for them to learn at a young age, and all kids are going to lie and you know, try and be deceptive. It's just sort of part of their human nature. They're going to try that option, but to learn early that it's not effective. And that the worst part about it is how it makes you feel in your heart. That when we lie and when we're dishonest, we know in our heart that we're not telling the truth and we're being deceptive. We know that's wrong, and it causes an upset. It makes us feel bad, and that is never worth it. And then the punishment is doubled, and then the student starts to see that lying is not an effective option. It doesn't work for them, and they're going to start choosing new strategies like apologizing and making it up. And I think, you know, that giving the child that option in the future, you break something or you do something that's wrong, you can come to me and you can apologize, and we'll decide together how you can make it up. And this way now they have a new strategy. Instead of lying, they have the new strategy of apologizing and making it up. And that new strategy is going to work much better, so they're going to adapt that strategy, and they're going to stop lying and being dishonest. And so for me, that is the key to dealing with dishonesty, and also to seeing that it's not just black or white. Do they always tell the truth or do they always lie? But it's actually a skill in assessing the facts of a situation. And the more skillful you become, the more facts you can use to ground your opinions and assessments, and then the more realistic those become and more useful, and then that continues from there. So we've sort of got that whole scale all the way from dishonesty to knowing some of the facts, to remembering a lot of the facts, to giving a very accurate and grounded assessment of what happened, an assertion of what exactly happened, and then the person is really likely to be able to find a solution to their problems and be able to see things more clearly and not to overreact. And so I find this to be something that I continue to work on, and it's certainly not a topic that's just for kids. Honesty is something that we can all pursue and attempt to achieve a higher and higher level of being able to make accurate assertions about what really happened. And so I challenge you all to do that, and please put some comments down. I think this is probably maybe one of the more controversial posts that I put up, because it just sort of expands the notion of what being honest is. But I challenge you to take a moment and think about it and see how it could make a difference in your life, or in your family's life, or in your children's lives.